so you can see what your places in this stuff. No, there should be two of them. Hello guys and welcome. I am Viper UK 98. That's my daughter Kate.
Okay.
You're going to need to speak up.
Okay.
So we're playing a board game today, which is completely different to my normal streams. So this is
Hogwarts battle.
Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. Kate is just organising some of the tokens.
I was organised. So they're just missing out.
Yeah, you really don't talk very clearly.
Yes, I do.
I'm looking at your microphone levels. No, you don't. Okay, so this is game 1 from the box. Depending on how quickly we get through this, we may also play game 2 because it doesn't take very. Game 1 doesn't take very long.
I wasn't aware of this.
Apologies if the audio is not as good as normal. I am going to get a better microphone for doing this with, but my normal one for streaming is the other side of the room. So this is running off the microphone on the laptop.
It's not that far away. You just can't bother to move.
Yes, that is absolutely true. So in this game, you have to go through a number of locations, which I will show you here. So we have, in game 1, go through 2 locations. So we go through, oh, you can't really see it very well, but that is Diagon Alley and the Mirror of Erised. What they have at the bottom are some markers for these little tokens. They are very tiny, but they are awesome.
They're like little metal things. They got the dark mark on them.
Wow, you're doing well.
At least I can pronounce things. Okay.
Hey, I got both of these right.
Okay, Diagon Alley is not difficult. I'm just surprised you said Erised correctly.
I've seen the films.
You can't pronounce anything in this game. It doesn't matter that you've seen the films. You still pronounce like all the spells wrong.
This is very true. So the locations go on the board. So I'll go through each of the things and then I'll show. You'll see where each of the things are. You also have 3 villains of this game. Kate is going to get very upset about one of them because she does not see Draco Malfoy as a villain.
He's not a villain. He's a misunderstood teenage boy that was destroyed by his father. He's not a villain.
So,
is a bit of an
yes,
idiot.
we have Draco Malfoy. We have Crabbe and Goyle. And we have Quirinus Quirrell. Each of them have a different effect whilst in play. So, Quirinus Quirrell, on the active player's turn, they will lose 1 health. On Draco Malfoy's, anytime we add a token to the location, which I will show you in a second, the active hero again loses 2 health. And with Crab and Goyle, each time a dark arts event or villain causes a hero to discard a card, that hero loses 1 health.
We don't usually worry about Crab and Goyle though, because they don't really do much.
No, we have played through this up to Game 6. We got defeated in Game 7.
We didn't try Game 7. We got defeated the first time we tried Game 6, and then we did it again. And we won Game 6, but I don't want to play Game 7.
Because that means that it's finished and we beat.
No, it's because I don't want to
So
lose
the question
again.
is, are we saying his name or not?
Okay. Voldemort.
It would appear we are. So
Fear of the name only increases fear of the
for
thing
the for the location, sorry, I forgot to mention, at the top of each one it says what order they go in. For the villain cards, you shuffle them and place them face down, so we don't know who's going to be the first villain we're going to have to deal with. We also have our 4 heroes that we can choose from. We have Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, Harry Potter, and Neville Longbottom. And they each come with a little graphic card to show you who you're playing as. Now, in the games that we've been playing, Kate has always played as Hermione.
As I will be today.
As she probably will be today.
She's the best character. Who else would I possibly want to play as?
And I usually play as Harry. I'm going to go for Neville today, just to be different.
You also look through his cards and quite like them.
So, and you want the Hermione card. Each of the heroes gets their own specific starting deck. So we will not be needing Harry or Ron. Kate will get Hermione's cards, and I will be getting Neville's cards. Now, in the deck that you get as a starting cards, you'll get 7 Alohamoras. Now what that does is each one of these that you play will give you a buying power in the game, which is one of those little tokens that Kate's just held up. So for Neville's deck, he also gets the Mandrake card. The Mandrake card allows me to choose. I can either get a attack power, so I can attack one of the villains, or I can get any of the heroes to gain 2 health, so it could be useful. He also gets the Remember All, and that allows him to gain 1 buying power. If for some reason I discard this card, I gain 2. And my third special card is an ally, that is Trevor, which is Neville's familiar. I don't know if that's what it's called in this. It's their pet. And Trevor allows me to gain either 1 attack power or 2 health.
So obviously I have the 11 more cards as well, and I have the Time Turner one, which gives me 1 buying token, and if I buy something and it includes this, then I get to put a spell. If I get a spell, I get to put it at the top of my deck instead of in my pile. I have the Tales of Beetle the Bard, and I can choose to either gain 2 buying power for myself, or we both get 1. And then the last one is an ally, which is Hermione's Cat Crookshanks, and I can either gain 1 attack or gain 2 health.
Okay, so as you've just seen me doing, you then shuffle your deck up, and we have in front of us our player boards. So I will show this on the other camera. So on the player board, it's literally just a health tracker. Everybody starts at 10. If you go down to 0, you get stunned. If you get stunned, you have to discard half of your hand, and you can't take any more damage, and your next turn you go back up to 10 health again. So just shuffling up, as you can see, so this here is the location cards, and these are the villain cards. The only other cards that we are using are these Dark Arts cards. On each turn, the first thing you do is you pull a Dark Arts card, and they all have different effects which we'll read out as we play. I'm just giving them a good shuffle. And they go onto the board like so. That is everything that we need to describe. Oh no, there is one other thing. The quite important part of the game, because otherwise we're really not going to get anywhere, are the library cards. So again, I need to shuffle these up. But basically it is a deck of cards that will go onto the board shuffled. And we will place out 6 of those cards onto the board that we can, on any turn, use our buying power to purchase. Now, in the bottom corner of the card does show how much that card costs to purchase. So there we go, that's all shuffled up. And we will place out 6 cards into the library. So we start off with a Reparo, and she's going to kill me. Reparo, Reparo.
You can't pronounce any of the spells. It's going to get them wrong all through the game.
I will get this wrong constantly. And we also have an ally of Albus Dumbledore.
Not an ally.
We have another Reparo. We have a Descendo. And as we pick these up and want to buy them, we will describe what they actually will do. We have a Lumos. And we have the Essence of Dittany. The rest of the deck goes up here. And we are now ready to play. So, who's going to go first? Should we flip it? Oh, that's not going to work. There's the same on both sides. And so are they.
They're just one side is more raised.
Okay, well, we'll flick that then. Flat or curved?
No, just said flat.
Either, whatever.
Raised.
So which one's that?
That's raised.
Okay. So Kate going to go first. So the first thing we need to do at the beginning of the game is we need to see who our first villain is. And it is Furnace Quirrell. So on each turn, the active hero will lose 1 health, but we always do the Dark Arts first before we do anything with that, because what happens with the Dark Arts can affect what happens with the villain. So Kate will take a Dark Arts card.
Right away.
And it is he who must not be named. And we add 1 token to the location. So Kate adds the token there. Great start. And now you lose 1 health. You should also now have dealt yourself 5 cards. So I'm just going to do that. So, away you go. So Kate has drawn 4 Alohamoras and Crookshanks.
Means I can have an attack or gain 2 health, and I'm already annoyed Pearl, so I'm going to attack him straight away. Spell around.
So she places a attack token into this section here, which shows how much damage we've done to the villain. At the bottom of the villain card does show. Hang on. Let's just switch to the other camera. It does show how much health they start with. So for Furnace, He starts with 6 health. Okay, so at the same time, you also have 4 buying power. Knowing Kate, she is going to buy Essence of Dittany.
Go straight into my pile.
Now, the Essence of Dittany allows any one hero to gain 2 health.
And that's the
And that is all that she could do, so we then... You want me to do that,
my handgun goes, ooh.
because you're wearing something that dangles and catches on everything.
It doesn't catch on things, it's just like kind of flowy.
Yeah.
It's like I've got really good
Really?
wings.
It's dangling down here. This is called dangling.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't catch on things. It just kind of goes whoosh.
Okay, so end of Kate's turn. She deals herself a new 5 cards. Yeah. And then we see what I've gotten. So I have 4 Alohamoras. Oh, yes, this is... I haven't done the first bit. Kate is now poking me to tell me this. So the first thing is we get a Dark Arts card, and it is Flipendo. The active hero loses 1 health, going down to 9, and discards a card. So with what's out on the board, I will discard an Alohomora. Because there are things on the board that cost 3. So I still have enough to buy one. I will also... Oh yes, and I lose another health because of Quirinus. But that's fine. I'm sitting at 8 health now. So Dark Arts card has done me 1 damage and I've discarded a card. And the active villain has given me another damage, so I'm down to 8. I'm then going to use my 3 buying power to buy... Reparo. I'm going to get that wrong every time.
You got it right
Reparo.
like twice in a row, and now you're
I
getting
put that on my discard pile. And then with my Mandrake, I will do 1 damage to Quirinus. All the cards go into my discard pile, and I deal myself 5 cards. We also then reload library. Okay. That is the end of my turn. Reparo. Oh, Wingardium Leviosa. Okay. And it is now Kate's turn. So she takes the Dark Arts card. Can you stop drawing those? And it's another he who should not be named. Must not be named.
Come on.
So we add another token to the location. So that location has 4 little token markers on it. We already have 2 on there. If we manage to have dark marks on all of the locations bits, we then have to move over to the next card.
And we lose if we lose both the locations.
Correct. Well done, you're doing great at this so far. So, you also need to take 1 damage from Quirinus.
Yeah.
So you are now on 8 health.
Fun.
And your next 5 cards.
A whole bunch of buying.
Right, so explain what you got.
Well, I got 3 Alohomora, Time Turner, and Tales of Me the Bard.
Okay.
So, 3, 4. Probably I'm going to use those for. I get a spell that I put on. Yeah, I get it in the next turn. And with that one, I'm going to give us both 1. I'm not going to use it, but there you go.
Okay, so Kate's Tales of Beedle the Bard, she's used that to actually give me a token for buying on my next round.
And I'm going to get Lumos. It's a spell. It goes on top of my draw pile. Whichever. Okay. Didn't write. Yeah.
And that is the end of Kate's turn. So we reload the library again. We get another Essence of Dittany. So for my turn, again, I draw a Dark Arts card, and it is Expulso. The active hero loses 2 health. So I am now on 6 health, and then the villain also does a damage to me, so I'm down to 5 health. This is going great. Perfect. And my 5 cards that I have drawn are 3 Aloha I've got Trevor, and I have the Remembrall. I have no way of currently discarding the Remembrall, so I just get a buying power from that. And I'm going to have to, for Trevor, I can take another hit, so I will do another damage to Professor Quirrell. So that's Trevor done. And for the rest, I gain 4 buying power. And you've taken the 4 off the board. Thanks. Yeah, I've got 5 buying power, so I could get Descendo, which is extra damage. I will do that, so I have 4 buying power in my hand, plus the one that Kate gave me. That gives me 5, so I'll put that back. And I can take Descendo, which goes onto my discard pile. I've now run out of cards in my draw pile, so I have to shuffle. And we reload the library. And we have Quidditch gear. Another one of Kate's favourites.
Essence of Disney and Quidditch gear are the ones I end up with a bunch of every time.
Yeah, it will give you either 1 damage. Oh no, it gives you 1 damage and 1 health. So you don't have to choose between the 2. So I am all shuffled. I'll deal myself 5 cards. And it is now Kate's turn.
Hera loses 2. Yay!
So that takes Kate down to 6 health.
And I lose another one because Quirrell. Thanks, Quirrell. That's what I wanted.
So Kate is now on 5 health. Her deck that she's drawn, her hand that she's drawn.
I've got 2 Alohomora, my Time Turner, Tales of Guard, and the card I got last round, which is All Heroes Draw a Card.
So I will draw an extra card into my hand.
I also got Quickshanks. I get to gain 2 health or attack.
Right now,
I'm only half health. I can do.
the Quirrell is now taken 4 damage and
2
has
more
only 2 health left.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not getting it. I'm getting 5.
So she's used her 5 buying power to buy.
Quidditch gear and essence.
Okay. That's the end of that turn for Kate. We reload the library with another Reparo. And Quidditch gear. So, I'll draw a Dark Arts card. And it is Petrification. All heroes lose 1 health and cannot draw extra cards this turn. The active hero obviously still does draw the 5 cards from the deck at the end of the turn. And I lose a health thanks to Quirrell. and then we take a look at my hand. So I have 6 cards now, thanks to Kate's card from last turn. And I have 3 Alohamoras, and Reparo. Reparo allows me to gain 2 buying power or draw a card. Seeing as the Dark Arts card stops me drawing a card, I will take 2 buying power from that. So that gives me a total of 5 buying power. Trevor will allow me to do either 1 damage or gain 2 health. And the Mandrake will allow me to gain 1 damage, or any one hero can gain 2 health. So I'm not going to be in any trouble. I can cope this turn. So what I'm going to do for my Mandrake and Trevor. No. So with my Mandrake, I'm going to give Kate 2 health. And with Trevor, I am going to do a damage to the villain. Yeah, well, I am thinking strategically.
If he doesn't both damage, then you could have.
I didn't think of that, but I'll let you be the hero and beat him.
Oh, right.
At the same time, that gives me 5 buying power. So with the cards that I've got here, I am going to get Wingardium Leviosa. That allows me to gain 1 buying power. And I may put items that I've acquired on the top of my deck instead of the discard pile. And so that leaves me with another 3. And I think I will take the Quidditch gear. That is the end of my turn. It goes to Kate. We'll just reload the library. We have an Incendio and a 30 box every flavour beans. The Incendio gives you 1 damage and we draw a card. 30 watts every flavour beans, you gain 1 buying power, and for each ally played this turn, you gain 1 damage. Kate, it's your go.
Petrification. All heroes lose a health and cannot approach card this turn.
Okay, so I go down to 2 health.
5, and then lose an extra 1 because of Quirrell. Thanks, Quirrell.
I'm hoping you'll get Essence of Dittany. Because I could really do with it. Oh, look at that.
Get any damage. Well,
I'm guessing that would be me.
So I've got 4 Alohamoras for buying, and Essence of Dittany, any one hero gain. Oh! I don't know what I'm doing in my hair. Who do I want to give help to?
Up to you.
Well, you weren't very smart on your last turn. So I don't think
Okay.
Just kidding, you can have the help.
So I go up to 4 health.
I have 4 buying. That's a wrong card.
Let's just put that there. Don't know how that got there. Let's put a card out, which is Oliver Wood, ally.
Very underrated character. I'm gonna get.
Okay, and we reload again. And we get some more Quidditch gear. Okay.
You beat him.
I will try. So, in my hand, I have.
You were gonna guess that.
I have to pull a Dark Arts card first. And it is the active hero loses 2 health. So I go down to 2 health. And then Quirrell takes me down to 1 health. Thanks to the essence of Destiny, because otherwise I'd have been stunned. And now I can play my hand. So I have 4 Alohamoras and Descendo. Descendo does 2 damage.
You get to do 1.
So I am going to wallop Quirrell.
Die, bit.
And the victory conditions for Quirrell are that all heroes gain 1 buying power and 1 health. So I got 2 health.
I got 5.
And both myself and Kate get a buying power. So I'm just going to put a token on my board so I remember it's there. So I have 4 buying power plus that 1, so I now have 5. I can still only buy 1 of these cards. And I'm going to take Oliver Wood.
Your hands off my Quidditch gear.
And we reload the library. Another Essence of Dittany. And it is Kate's turn. Quick rule check because I cannot remember. I think by defeating a villain, we take a token off.
No, only if it says it on the card.
That's absolutely right.
Which is why it says it on Draco's card.
Aha.
He's a big smart man, you know. Right. Flipendo, active hero loses a health and discards a card. Exactly what I wanted. I'll look a bunch of Alohamoras. I'll get rid of one of them. And Draco is each time a token is added to the location, active hero loses 2 health. That's fun.
So let's not add any tokens to the location, yeah?
Yeah, Dad.
So if you get stunned, one of the other things that happens is we also add a token to the location. So
Sick.
I'm not in good position here because I'm sat on 2 health.
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
How is that my fault?
You should have healed me more.
I had 1 essence of Dittany. You're lucky I gave that one. Right. Now I only have 4 cards. Yay! Right, so I have 2 Alohamoras and the Time Turner, which gives me 3, and if I get a spell, then I can put it on top of the deck. And I have Quidditch Gear, which gives me an attack and a health.
So you push you up to 5 health.
Yeah. And then I get to put an attack. Little Draco. I don't like doing, but.
So again, Draco has 6 health.
Yeah. So I've got 3 bars from here and then 1 from the last turn. So I have 4. I'll Quidditch Gear. 3. Yay.
So we will put another card out, and that is Incendio. That will allow you to gain 1 damage and draw a card. So, Dark Arts card, so it's the last one. At the end of this, I will shuffle them up. And it's.
Oh no!
Now, this is not good. So, it is He Who Must Not Be Named, which means that we put a token onto here. But Draco Malfoy, every time that a token is added to the location, the active hero loses 2 health. I am on 2 health. That puts me to 0. I'm stunned, which means we put a token on the location. That fills the location token markers, and we have to remove that from the game. So now we are on to Mirror of Erised, which has, again, 4 positions. I also have to lose half my deck cards, rounded down, so I've got 5 cards at the moment, which means I need to get rid of 2 of them. So I am going to get rid of those two. No, those two. So I'm getting rid of the Remembrall and Wingardium Leviosa. They're going to go in my discard pile, and I now only have 3 cards in my hand. So let's see what we get. So, Alohomora, I gain 1 buying power. I shouldn't have that anymore. I used that. I have the Mandrake, which gives me a damage. So, or any hero gains 2 health points. Right now I want to do damage, so I'm going to use that for damage. And then I have Descendo, which is again another 2 damage. I can't buy anything because I don't have enough buying power, and that is the end of my turn. So, because that was the last one of these, I need to shuffle them up. Place them back down, and ready for Kate's turn.
Expulso. Hero loses 2 health.
That takes you down to 3.
I've been going up and down. Got nothing to worry about with the villain.
He is.
No, he isn't. Shut up.
He is.
No.
Yep.
Those are some cards. That's what I like to see. So, got Quidditch Gear, which is a damage and a health. I've got Crookshanks, which is a damage or 2 health. And I'm going to do a damage. That means that we that one. All heroes draw a card. Oh look, it's Locomora. Wow. And then Essence of Disney. Any hero gains 2 health, and you're back up to 10, so I get 2 health. And then I have a Locomora and Health Field the Bard, which means I either have 3 or 2 dying, depending on what I want to get. And I want Essence of Disney, which means you get a buying power. Fun.
Cool. So I will take a buying power token. End of your turn?
Yeah.
So we will reload the library.
I get a good deck. I get it.
And it is the Sorting Hat. It allows you to gain 2 buying power, and any allies that I acquire go to the top of my deck instead of my discard pile. So let's. So Draco got defeated in the last turn.
Oh, don't have to do the reward though.
Yep.
Someone
And
lost someone.
the last card that we need to deal with is Crab and Goyle. So anytime that the Dark Arts event or villain causes a hero to discard a card, that hero loses 1 health.
Oh,
This
no.
is the last one we've got to deal with, and this one only has 5 health, so this should not be too bad.
They don't really care about Crab and Goyle anyway. They don't really do anything.
No, I think there's 1 card maybe in Dark Arts card deck that does it. Maybe 2.
There is. There's one that they really don't work well with that's in a later game.
Yes.
Because there's a card that just goes, discard, discard, discard.
So in my hand, I have 4 Alohomoras. I have Trevor, and I have Reparo.
Wouldn't want to buy that.
But it's a lot of buying power. I would use Trevor to do a damage. And for the rest, I think I will just keep the 6 buying power. I don't really need to actually. No, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to use that to draw a card, which gives me another Alohomora. Not really worth it, and I'm going to take the Sorting Hat.
I was going to think that I don't do eyes.
I wanted it for the buying power.
You always get more allies than I do.
And that gives us Rubius Hagrid. And he gets you to gain 1 damage, and all heroes gain a health.
Because he's
I actually have more
Hagrid,
buying
it's
power,
great.
but I didn't need to use it either way.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn, so I'll deal up to 5. I'm going to need to reshuffle.
Petrification, all heroes lose a health and counter it after the spell.
So I go down to 9.
I go down to 5.
So at the beginning of my last turn, my health went back up to 10 after being stunned. Just so that you understand why I was back up at 10.
I have an okay hand. I've got 3 Locomoras. I've also got Quidditch Gear and Essence of Dignity. My favourite card. So I gain a damage and a health for Quidditch Gear. And anyone here gains 2 health for Essence of Dignity. You don't need it, so I'm
That takes you up to 8 health.
Yep. I have 3 buying for a Locomora, which means I get a Reparo.
And we will reload the deck again, and we get another Essence of Dignity. Okay, my turn. I will take the Dark Arts card, and it is Petrification. All heroes lose a health, and cannot draw extra cards this turn. So from my hand, I have enough damage to beat Crab and Goyle.
Sick.
So I have Oliver Wood, I gain 1 attack. Quidditch Gear, which gives me 1 attack and a health, so that puts me up to 9 health. And I also have Descendo, which does 2 damage. That is enough to beat Crab and Goyle. And that is the end of game 1.
Sick.
So we beat all 3 of the villains. And didn't lose both locations, so we got a little bit worried, seeing as we lost the first one very quickly. And that is game 1 of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. That's how the game is played. It actually becomes more difficult with more people. So me and Kate, we got through to, I think, game 6 before we actually lost a game. But then we played with 2 other people, 2 of our family, and we got beaten in, I think, game 2.
Yeah, that's because they're both useless.
No, it's because the game gets a lot harder.
No, Shannon sucks.
That's her sister.
I'm allowed to say she sucks. I'm her sister. Part of the job requirement.
There we go. So we'll leave that there for today. For the next time we do a board game stream, I will try and get another microphone in place because right now we're running off the laptop microphone, so it's not going to be great. Don't know how well you could hear us, especially Kate because she talks really quietly.
I wasn't talking that quietly. Why do you feel the need to insult me all the time?
Because you're
Bullying.
my daughter.
Not the point.
And you deserve it.
No, I don't. Shut up.
See, I insult, she punches.
No such thing as parent abuse, that's fine.
There is.
No, there isn't!
So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.